TV soap news and spoilers say that the unraveling of Martin's secret. In the quiet town of Willow Creek, nestled between rolling hills and whispering pines, secrets have a way of burrowing deep, like roots beneath the earth, only to surface at the most inopportune moments. The air in this small community is thick with unspoken truths, and none are more volatile than the one Martin Caldwell carries. A secret so explosive it threatens to shatter the fragile harmony of his life with his husband, Smitty. As the shadows lengthen and the truth creeps closer to the light, the tension in Willow Creek is palpable, a storm brewing just beyond the gate of their seemingly idyllic existence. This is the story of Martin's secret, the night that changed everything, and the devastating consequences that ripple through the lives of those entangled in its web. Smitty Caldwell, a man of quiet strength and unyielding loyalty, has always sensed something amiss in his marriage to Martin. It's not the kind of suspicion that screams from the rooftops but rather a subtle gnawing at the edges of his heart, a whisper that something is not quite right. For years, Smitty has chalked it up to the ordinary strains of life. Martin's late nights at the office, his distracted demeanor, the way his eyes sometimes dart away when pressed for details about his whereabouts. But the night of the terrible incident, as the townsfolk still whisper about it, changed everything. That night, 3 years ago, when the sky was bruised with storm clouds and the wind howled like a wounded animal, Martin came home disheveled, his face pale, his hands trembling. He offered no explanation, only a curt, "I'm fine, Smitty. Just drop it." But Smitty couldn't drop it. The memory of that night haunts him, a specter that refuses to be exorcised. The incident itself remains shrouded in mystery, a puzzle with too many missing pieces. The townsfolk speak of it in hushed tones, their eyes darting nervously as if the very mention of it might summon some unseen calamity. All that is known is that something happened beyond the old iron gate at the edge of town, a relic from Willow Creek's days as a mining settlement, now rusted and overgrown with ivy. It was there, in the shadow of that gate, that Martin's life took a turn, and the secret he's been guarding ever since was born. Smitty, driven by love and an insatiable need for answers, has spent years piecing together fragments of that night, each clue leading him closer to a truth he's not sure he's ready to face. Enter Bill Durrett, Martin's oldest friend and the keeper of his darkest secret. Bill is a man of contradictions, charming yet calculating, loyal yet ruthless. He's the kind of person who can smile while twisting a knife, and in Willow Creek, his influence is undeniable. Bill knows what happened that night, and he's held it over Martin's head like a guillotine ever since. It was Bill who cleaned up the mess, who swept the evidence under the rug and ensured that the town's prying eyes remained none the wiser. But secrets, especially ones as volatile as this, have a way of demanding their due. And now, Bill is ready to talk. It begins with a cryptic conversation in the dimly lit corner of the Rusty Spur, Willow Creek's only bar. Smitty, nursing a whiskey, feels the weight of the world on his shoulders when Bill slides into the booth across from him. The air between them crackles with unspoken tension. "You need to talk to your husband," Bill says, his voice low, his eyes glinting with something dangerous. "He did something bad, Smitty. Real bad. A few years back, on that night, you know the one. I had to clean up his mess, and let me tell you, it wasn't pretty." Smitty's heart lurches. He's always known there was something Martin wasn't telling him, but to hear it confirmed, to know that Bill holds the key to the mystery, is almost too much to bear. "What did he do, Bill?" Smitty asks, his voice trembling with a mix of fear and desperation. But Bill only shakes his head, a grim smile playing on his lips. "Talk to Martin. He needs to come clean. You two need to be on the same page, or this thing's gonna blow up in all our faces." The weight of Bill's words settles over Smitty like a fog. He spends the next few days in a daze, his mind racing with possibilities. What could Martin have done that was so terrible? Why would Bill, of all people, be involved? And why now, after years of silence, is the truth threatening to surface? Smitty's suspicions grow, fueled by Martin's continued evasions. Every time Smitty tries to broach the subject, Martin deflects with practiced ease. "You're overthinking things, Smitty," he says, his tone light but his eyes guarded. "It's nothing. Just let it go." But Smitty can't let it go. The more Martin dodges, the more determined Smitty becomes to uncover the truth. The secret, it seems, is not just Martin's burden to bear. It's a shadow that looms over the entire Caldwell family, including Martin's cousin, Vernon. Vernon, a man known for his paranoia and quick temper, is particularly rattled by the events of that night. Whatever happened beyond the gate was significant enough for Bill to use it as leverage, not just against Martin but against Vernon and the rest of the family. The proof of Bill's power lies in an event that still baffles the townsfolk: his wedding to Haley Monroe, a lavish affair that no one in the Caldwell clan wanted to attend. Yet, they were all there, dressed in their Sunday best, their faces tight with resentment. Bill had something on them. Something so damning that he could force their compliance. And that something, Smitty suspects, is tied to Martin's secret. Theories swirl in Smitty's mind, each more troubling than the last. The most persistent, and the most painful, is the possibility that Martin cheated on him that night. The thought is a knife to Smitty's heart, twisting with every imagined detail. He pictures Martin, his husband of 10 years, slipping away under the cover of darkness, meeting someone else beyond the gate. Perhaps it was a fleeting moment of weakness, a lapse in judgment that spiraled out of control. Perhaps things went wrong, terribly wrong, and someone got hurt. The idea that Martin's infidelity could have led to violence, to a mess so catastrophic that Bill had to step in, is almost too much for Smitty to bear. But the pieces fit too well to ignore. As the days turn into weeks, the tension in the Caldwell household becomes unbearable. Martin's excuses grow thinner, his temper shorter. He snaps at Smitty over trivial things: a misplaced coffee mug, a forgotten errand, his guilt manifesting as irritability. Smitty, meanwhile, becomes a man possessed, his every thought consumed by the need to know the truth. He begins to dig, asking questions around town, piecing together fragments of that night. He learns that Martin was seen near the gate, his car parked haphazardly on the side of the road. He hears whispers of a confrontation, of raised voices and the glint of something metallic in the moonlight. But no one knows the whole story, or if they do, they're not talking. Bill, for his part, remains maddeningly elusive. He drops hints but never the full truth, as if savoring the power he holds over Martin. "You don't want to know the details, Smitty," he says during one of their tense encounters. "Trust me, you're better off in the dark." But Smitty is tired of the dark. He's tired of the lies, the half-truths, the weight of a secret that threatens to tear his marriage apart. He confronts Martin one stormy evening, the rain pounding against the windows of their small farmhouse, mirroring the turmoil in his heart. "Tell me what happened, Martin," Smitty demands, his voice shaking with emotion. "What did you do that night? What's Bill holding over you?" Martin's face pales, his eyes darting to the floor. For a moment, it seems he might finally confess, might lay bare the truth that has festered for so long. But then his expression hardens, and he shakes his head. "You're blowing this out of proportion, Smitty. Bill's just stirring up trouble. Let it go." But Smitty can't let it go. The secret is a poison, seeping into every corner of their lives. It's in the way Martin avoids his gaze, the way Vernon flinches at the mention of Bill's name, the way the townsfolk whisper behind their hands. It's a secret so big, so dangerous, that it has the power to upend everything Martin holds dear. And as Smitty digs deeper, he begins to uncover fragments of the truth, fragments that paint a picture far darker than he ever imagined. The night of the incident, it seems, was not just about infidelity. It was about betrayal, about choices made in the heat of the moment that led to consequences no one could have foreseen. There are rumors of a stranger in town that night, someone who crossed paths with Martin beyond the gate. There are whispers of a fight, of blood on the ground, of Bill arriving just in time to cover it all up. Whatever happened, it was enough to give Bill leverage over the entire Caldwell family, enough to make Vernon and the others bend to his will. As the truth draws closer, Martin's world begins to unravel. His carefully constructed facade crumbles, his lies unraveling like threads pulled from a tapestry. Smitty, torn between love and betrayal, must decide whether to keep digging or to walk away, knowing that the truth might destroy them both. The secret is a ticking time bomb, and with every passing day, the fuse burns shorter. In Willow Creek, the gate at the edge of town stands as a silent sentinel, guarding the secrets of that fateful night. For Martin, it's a reminder of a mistake that could cost him everything. For Smitty, it's a symbol of the truth he seeks, no matter the cost. And for Bill, it's a weapon, one he wields with ruthless precision. As the storm gathers strength and the truth threatens to break free, one thing is certain: Martin's secret will not stay buried forever. The question is, when it finally comes to light, will it tear them apart, or will it set them free? The story is far from over. The truth, like the gate itself, looms large, casting a shadow over Willow Creek. For now, Smitty waits, his heart heavy with suspicion, his mind racing with questions. Martin clings to his secret, knowing that its revelation could turn his life upside down. And Bill, ever the puppet master, watches from the sidelines, ready to pull the strings that will bring the whole house of cards crashing down. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.